A GT Avalanche 1 in pretty bad condition. Mucky, but the aluminium's all stressing out as well, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but we'll see. It's got Alex at the back, Truvative cranks, everything's tight, Diori, WTB seat in good condition, everything's original, aluminium stem, RockShox forks, Hayes disc brakes, but they're in bad condition, but I think they can be cleaned up. So it's got a lockout on the forks, and it's got your preload as well, so it's a pretty basic sort of little bike, but be interesting doing it up though. Well, stripped the frame completely, and now we're left with the reality of all that corrosion. It's quite light, everything's in place that it should be, where it should be, but can't see any cracks or anything strange. It's all original, but I think I'm going to have to sand all this back and spray it a colour, because it's just too damaged and it's not polishable. So a bit of sanding with wet and dry, I think. So the GT Avalanche 1 has had its first coat of primer, an etching primer, because there's some bare metal on the frame where it got sanded. More to come. Here it is, all primed up, ready to go. It's covered quite well. Just got to give it a light sand, and then it's ready for the top coat. Yo, I just wanted to show you the finished product, the Avalanche 1 It looks very similar to a Zaska when you get the right paint job on it. It's got the almost exactly the same frame. I think it's just the material that they make it out of. So anyway, done it all now. All the gears are working smooth. The back brakes, all the brakes are working. Everything's got oil on it, and then I've waxed it, and everything is original apart from that back brake, which I've had to buy a really cheap one off the eBay. But it does the job, it stops. And I put some pedals on it, but I don't know whether I'll leave them on to sell it or not. I'm not sure yet. But apart from that, everything is as it was. Frames come up really good. Paint job looks good. It's a bit too small for me, but I'll probably sell it realistically. You know, can't keep it forever, but I might ride it around the block a few times. But everything's in good nick, you know. It's got the LX there, everything's cleaned up well, the rust is all gone. Diori there, Truvativ, which makes Avid, I think. GT seat clamp, all the original GT stem and handlebars. The forks work pretty good considering they've got a lockout, so not too bad. And it doesn't weigh that much because it's a small frame as well, but considering it's got, you know, mediocre kind of chain sets on it and things like that, if it got an XT one or one of those lighter ones, but overall though the basic bike is pretty light as it is. So that's the finished GT Avalanche 1.